So, we're on a discussion from Mesillat Yesharim, Path of the Just. We're in chapter 1. Why is man here? What's the purpose of his living in this world? So we mentioned earlier, it's to serve his purpose in this world. He does good deeds in order to get ready for his place in the world to come. Now, at the purest level, we live this life here not just to earn reward. Even though Hashem wants to bless us with allowing us to get closer to Shekhinah over the time of eternity, depending on our level that we merit it. What a pure effort it would be if we serve Hashem in this world just to serve. Now, we don't expect a reward. Well, we should expect a reward. Hashem wants us to expect reward, but if we somehow can serve just to do, not worry about the reward. Lo amanah l'kabel pras. I wonder if there's anybody capable as a human being to do if there was no reward. What do you think? I think that we need to have a reward. Human beings need that. Otherwise, why would Hashem create the world with that? The highest potential form of this world includes us getting rewards. Still, I still would like to say we should try to do things in order to do the right thing. I'll give you an example. As you'll see in my videos, I'm willing to talk about myself from time to time, even in a negative light, as long as it's to bring some truth out. So there was a time period in my life, there was a 2-year period about, where I thought I was one of the worst people ever lived, or even the worst person. This is true. And from that negative potential brings more positive potential. During that period, there's a reason why I'm mentioning this, even though I thought I was doomed, and I had no chance to do anything, I was not going to get into the next world the right way, I still chose moments to do the right thing, just to do the right thing, even though I'm the worst person in the world. To tell you the truth, there are moments I admire about myself, even when I was so depressed. Do not get depressed. Try to stay away from depression. If you're depressed, try to get out of depression. However, even in the most negative situations where you're so depressed, there are shining light moments. So I can take from those times of depression, I can remember the moments where I served Hashem. Even when I would, as you know, I'm a Baal Koreh, the rabbis wouldn't let me step down. I tried 3 times to step down from being a Baal Koreh in the Shalom I was learning. They said, "We need you." No. So in those moments, even though I thought I was a very bad person, when I was practicing, I did it with more kavanah, because that was my life. That was my life. I had nothing else going on but bad thoughts in my head. But when I was learning, trying to learn it good. When I was performing, I say, "God, I want to do something good in this world," even though I thought I was a bad guy, the worst guy. So even in the worst scenarios, there's a reason why I mention this. Because it's not good to talk bad about yourself for no reason. Ultimately, I'm trying to say good about me. I think even in the worst moments of my life, in any negative situation, there are shining moments of positivity available that you can grasp. And if you do it for purely just doing the right thing, that's a really high level to reach. So in this world, yes, we're giving a discussion about what's this world about, and it is to get into the next world. And then Hashem does want to give us the reward of being closer to Him. And we should look forward to the reward. You don't want to only expect to just do the right thing for nothing, because Hashem wants us. This is also the point here, what we said earlier. Hashem created the world for us to derive pleasure. Hashem wants us to be happy. Part of the happiness process is a reward, if it's done right. If it's done for the right reasons. Hashem wants us to be a reward. There's many faces to the Torah, but there's only one Torah. This is very important, and there's only one Hashem. This is very important. It seems simple to a lot of people out there that we only have one God. Sure, seems simple. Seems simple to me, thank God. I was brought up in yeshiva and taught one God. I believe it. I'm very fortunate. But you know what? I had a very disturbing encounter on Facebook. I'm not saying people should go on Facebook. I just happened to be on Facebook. And someone I knew from childhood, from this community, doesn't live here now. He actually lives in Israel. Was starting a stream of that Teshuvah is more important than living in Israel. That's how it started a whole discussion, and it came out that in his belief, everybody's Hashem. Everybody's Hashem. Where does he get it from? From something he must have read in Kabbalah the wrong way. And it goes in, I tried to correct it, said he must mean that everybody's part of Hashem, in an esoteric manner, and this and that. He corrected, no, everybody's Hashem. The tree's Hashem, this Hashem, everything's Hashem, every creation's Hashem.
From Hashem.
Yes, we know that. No, I'm saying, this guy was saying something evil. He's saying things terrible, and maybe he's in a very bad state right now in his mind. This is somebody I knew from childhood. I used to learn Torah with. So it's important to believe one Hashem for everybody. Now we're Jewish, so we have to keep the Torah. And the non-Jewish people who are righteous have to keep the Sheva Mitzvos, but they know it's important for us to try to help. That cause too. We're supposed to bring light to the nations. That will bring pleasure to Hashem. We're supposed to bring pleasure to Hashem too. What does that mean? Hashem, we can, I'm just using American words. I don't know what that means. Pleasure to Hashem. Hashem is above everything. Hashem allows us to think like terms, but nothing's 100% what I'm saying. Pleasure to Hashem. Hashem needs my pleasure. But Hashem wants us to derive pleasure from Him. Hashem created us in His image. Hashem loves us. Now we know. Okay, let's go on. Yeah, I won't go on tangents. That's part of the process here. If anybody has comments that I'm going too tangential and I'm getting them off topic, I'll definitely want to listen, because I want to help us together, learn together, as we're all in it together. So we're starting over here. MS shekvar lo yuchal shum baal seichel la'amin shetachlis briyas ha'adam hu l'matzavo ma'olam hazeh. And in truth, no reasoning being can believe that the purpose of man's creation relates to his station in this world. Reasoning being. Think about that. The great thing about the Ramchal is he writes like, you know that. Everything he's writing in this sefer, Yesharim, he said, all the stuff. I'm just trying to bring it to light. Unfortunately, the Yetzer Hara and the forces that are put into play against us is part of the whole scheme of things. Hashem created a situation. We have the good side, the bad side. It's all part of the work of serving Hashem too. But we have factors that are drawing us away from the truth, away from our true path. Part of those factors is settling into, okay, I'm cool, I'm religious, I'm good, I got this. I go to minyan, I go to work, I come home, have some dinner, I keep Shabbos, I keep this, I keep that. But you still think about money as a goal, Money can't be a goal, we've mentioned that. A lot of things can't be a goal. A house can't be a goal. A prize can't be a goal. Even your trip can't be a goal. Even a special meal can't be the goal. Like there's some people who live for food. You ever see pictures? Look at this meal. It's so beautiful. And they're like, worship the meal. Seriously. There are people who worship food, by the way. Ultra foodies actually worship food. It's not called ultra foodies. I'm just giving that term. Maybe it is called ultra foodies. Our goal has to be to do what we got to do here. This is the purpose of this book. What is it that we got to do here, and what's the reason? Mi kimahim chaye adam olam hazeh. For what is man's life in this world? Omi hu shesameach v'shalev mamash ba'olam hazeh. Who is truly happy and content in this world, right? If you have a billionaire, is he really happy? Usually the most rich people aren't as happy. I'm going to give a plug to Donald Trump right now. I'm not into politics, but I do believe.
Now it's third.
I don't care if I lose some listeners if you're going to move away just because I mentioned our president in the United States. The reason I'm mentioning it right now is this guy is a billionaire. He could just lay on his tuchus and not do anything, and go in his Key Largo, whatever Bahamas beaches he owns or whatever. Unless he actually owns that, they're going after his taxes now.
He can do whatever he wants.
He can do what he wants. What does he choose to do? Try to make America better. Whether you agree with it or not, the guy's not lazy, he's not content, and he wants to help out. Even if he whatever it is, he's not content in whatever he's doing. He wants, even if it's an ego trip, whatever it is, he's not content. I'll give him that. And he's not lazy. So the purpose of me mentioning this is not say vote for Trump. My purpose of this is saying there's a rich guy, a billionaire, and he's doing stuff. Now I'm Jewish, so he's sticking up for Jewish stuff a lot. So I kind of like that. Some things I don't like. Like just to be fair, he did a video. He's giving a Dvar Torah in the video about Purim and Pesach, and I'm not telling you to go out there and try to find this video. It's a waste of your time. But then at the end, he says, and the Jewish people are great, just like I'm great. And then there was one video with Pesach. He says, celebrate Passover. Oh, and everybody who does the non-Jewish things. So it's not so perfect, but he's not Nazi perfect. He's not even Jewish. But some people. There are people are content, right? No, let's go back to mitzvah. Some people, going back to what I said, people think I'm good. People in this world are very content. In the Jewish community, we're very content. Everything's good. We're in America, we're good. No, we're not good. Things aren't good. They seem like they're good. They might have potential to be good, surely. But they're not going to be really good until we're in Israel. Until we're keeping the Torah with Karbanot.
Even when...
Yeah. So we're really... How can we be content if we're not keeping all the Torah? Because we can't, because we're not in Israel as a team. How can we be content we're not having Karbanot? You know that people content think that they're very righteous. You know that. I'm steiging, I'm good. You know that. You see it all the time. You don't think they'll be content? Heck, I was content. I'm still too content. I'm trying to work on that. We got to work on getting ourselves out of contentment. We got to move. We got to make things happen. The Jewish nation has got to move to Israel. Can't be content. We should be so driven that we try to make Israel great again. We got to make Israel great again. Together. Not just leave it on Israeli government to do it. Or people in Israel. We got to go to Israel and make Israel great again. All we got to do is help each other, and that'll make Israel great again. That means learning Torah. So our efforts in these videos of learning Torah is to help each other to make Israel great again. And for those people who aren't Jewish who happen to catch these videos, may be inspired to keep the Sheva Mitzvos B'nai Noach, the 7 laws of Noah, and serve the Jewish nation, because that'll make you great. Yemei Shnosenu B'hem Shivim Shenavim V'Rosh Shmonim Shana V'Rabam Amal Vav. The days we're alive are 70 years, and if exceedingly vigorous, 80 years, and the persistence is but labor and foolishness. Right? That's on one side. But you don't want to look at it like, oh, my life is nothing. How many different kinds of suffering and sicknesses and pains and burdens, and after that, all is death. Now, I should mention, the author mentions the days of our life are 70 years, or maybe 80 years. Do you know how long, how old the Ramchal was when he passed? 39. He caught a plague. Back then, back a couple hundred years ago, it was very easy to catch something, and then we didn't have the same remedies as we have today. We're very fortunate. Now, one in 1,000 is to be found to whom the world has yielded a superabundance of gratifications and true contentment. Right? Even if you're a multi-billionaire or a trillionaire, you don't have true contentment. Why? Again, you can't be content. You can't be truly happy. True happiness comes with becoming close to the Shekhinah. We cannot have anything like that experience here. We can try to fathom it, try to get close to it. Hashem lets us do mitzvahs and prayer, but it's not going to compare to Shemayim. And even such a one, though he attained the age of 100 years, passes and vanishes from the world. Even the people who live 969 years, the person lived to show passed, right? But it's not over. You don't die and it's over. If you're fortunate, your soul lives. It goes on. We have to get them 18, and then goes to the next phase. You have to get them 18. There's different opinions how that goes, how much years.
It's never over, right?
It's eternity. That's a beautiful thing. That if we do our job in the small blip of time here, we're in eternity with Hashem on certain levels, depending on what we do. Furthermore, if man had been created solely for the sake of this world, he would not have needed to be inspired with a soul so precious and exalted as to be greater than the angels themselves. Especially so in that it derives no satisfaction whatsoever from all the pleasures of this world. This is what our Chachamim and blessed memory teach us in the Midrash Koheles. Also, the soul will not be filled. That's from Koheles, above Zion. What is this analogous to? To the case of a city dweller who married a princess. If he brought her all that the world possessed, it would mean nothing to her. She's a daughter of a king. Shows with the soul. If it would brought all the delights of the world, they would be as nothing to it. In view of it pertaining to the higher elements. In view of its pertaining to the higher elements. Against your will you were created, against your will you were born. I was watching a video, I'm not going to say the name, the guy was talking about heresy. He's not Jewish. But he was talking about his experience after experiencing death for a short period of time, or what seemed like death for a short period of time. And he's experiencing his experiences, and he said, you think like when you're here, you don't want to leave, but when you're there, you really don't want to leave. So when he first was, this is not necessarily that it actually happened, because the guy's, the way he talks, he's making up, like his ideas aren't true anyway. But yeah, I've seen enough cases where people say that they experience something like that. It could be that you experienced something that is a different realm they didn't want to come back to, right? And maybe there's Jewish cases too, I'm sure, of people who became, a short period and was sent back. You definitely don't want to leave. And also, like when you're a baby, it's very hard when you're a baby leaving your mother's womb. It's very hard. But the soul has no love for this world at all. Contrary, it despises it. The Creator, blessed be His name, certainly would never have created something for an end which ran contrary to its nature and which it despised. 80% of lottery winners become depressed at some period of time after they win the lottery. And that could be very well, because for the longest time when you play the lottery, if I just had the money, What happens when you have the money and you're not happy? Then what's your life? You've been always looking for the money. I got the money. I'm not happy. So not only are you not happy, it makes you more depressed, because now I got nothing to live for. A lot of people kill themselves. God forbid. Man was created then for the sake of the station of the world to come. Therefore his soul was placed in him. And through it a man may be rewarded in his place in his time. Rather than the world being despicable to the soul. It is to the contrary to be loved and desired by it. This is self-evident. So there's factors you have to put into play in your world, in this life, so your soul can derive pleasure from this world. You gotta do good.